What am I going to say? Damn, Jeddy, bro, you fucking promised me you were going to be there. Mm-hmm. That's the power of one word in terms of trust, in terms of commitments. Well, that one word, promise, intensifies the level of trust and belief that I have that you, Jeddy, are going to be there to help me move on Friday. And that's the power of language, right? Because it's incorporated in the trust cycle. Because you just accepting a request of mine, yeah, I'll see you at 11, is a lot different than, no, yeah, I promise I'll be there at 11 for you. That one word just totally enhanced the commitment that we just made. Now, a lot of what people don't realize is then either they're scared to say no, right? Oh, I don't want to let him down, but like, I don't want to go do that. That's okay if you don't want to go help someone move. You know what I mean? Whatever the relationship is, it could be good or bad, right? It depends on what the situation is. Now, let's say you don't show up and you just agreed upon it, right? Oh man, I totally forgot about that. Or you didn't show up and you promised me. What am I going to say? Damn, Jeddy, bro, you fucking promised me you were going to be there. Mm-hmm. That's the power of one word in terms of trust, in terms of commitments, in terms of speech acts. And that's the generative nature of language, right? Because everything that happens in our world is generated through conversations. Because before action is thought.
Yeah, man, straight. It's so good because that reminds me of a lot of the people pleasing behaviors that we have, where we write checks that our ass can't cash.
Let's talk about this. Let's do it. Yeah.
And it's so important when we're talking about men. You know, how much of our relationships are built on trust and follow through. I talk about commitments a lot and integrity and doing what you said you were going to do. That's sort of, for me, these are core values. If you ask me the question, what it means to be a man, that would be somewhere in my response. And when I said the asterisk of, you said, that means you're going to show up. I said, possibly, because we all have different definitions for different words. So I think about somebody who, as a child, they had an authority figure who made promises to them. Oh, don't worry about it, kiddo. I promise I'm going to take you to the park tomorrow. Or, yep. Kiddo, don't worry. I promise I won't miss your recital this time. And they had a history of broken promises. Then their definition of what promise is going to be different. Either how they use that word or how they receive it from somebody else. And if you take that,
but that doesn't change the word, though.
It doesn't change the word. I believe it changes the context of the word.
Their assessment of what the word is.
There you go. So talk about that now. Let's clarify.
So that's very important distinction because, right, like if I'm thinking, and believe me, I love the word integrity. I love the word character. I've been on a high horse right now talking about so many men are soft right now. They're just soft. And when I say they're soft, it's because integrity is a firm adherence to moral codes. Character is moral excellence or firmness. Well, what's the opposite of soft? Firm. Well, I'm firm in my integrity, my moral codes, my character. Okay. So if you have a situation where time after time after time, your dad lets you down, broken promises, your assessment, which is your reality, right, of what that word means is going to be different than someone else said did. I can't trust that guy. Or, everyone's like that. So now what happens is I start applying that to all sorts of other relationships in my life when that's not the truth.
Right.
The reality is that if someone promises you, they should be there because they're showing you through their behavior that they value you. They value the relationship. That's what people don't understand. Your behavior is a clear indicator It is very reflective of what your values are. What you value most in life is shown through your behavior. So if you don't constantly show up for your kid, it means that you value everything else other than showing up for your kid.
Yeah. And that's the hard part. That's where people will be like, well, but I'm doing this so that I can take better care of. It's like, well, that's the objectivity we're talking about, right? Let's not give 80 and call it 100. Let's just be honest with what's there. Because if you can rightfully admit that, yeah, judging by my actions, which is, in my opinion, the only thing worth judging anybody based on. If I just judge by my actions and my actions reveal that I'm not showing up for my kid, I'm not a present father, then that sucks. That stings. Just like I was talking about before, when I got that feedback from my bros, like that stings. And it also gives me a place in which I can intervene. Same mentor, Scott Cody, used to say, you can't intervene in a world you can't see.